Greetings, friends. We are talking about vital energy, and our entire series is dedicated to the fact that we have studied the principles of the movement of vital energy. According to the theory of traditional Chinese medicine, there are different concepts of energy. We have already talked a little bit about Wei Qi, about external Qi. In fact, the whole complex, it is dedicated to this topic. But in order for the dense layer of protective Qi to be of very good quality, it is necessary that the Qi that circulates inside your body is also of good quality and circulates very well and without failures. But there is still some energy. Our health is based on two main types of energy. This is Jin and Qi. The Jing is the seed, or formerly the generic energy. What you and I got from birth, that is, from our parents. This is a certain reserve of vital energy, a certain potential. And Qi, what we are talking about, Qi is already consumed additionally. Through food, 80% of our vital energy comes from nutrition. And also, with the sun's rays, with the breath we receive energy. And also, if we have learned to control and absorb, accumulate as much Qi as possible, we get additional properties for this. In other words, our volume will always be sufficient. It is very important that both Jing and Qi function well in your body. Why? This is the supply of vital energy Jing, as the old sages say. It is designed for about 120 years, maybe more, with good use of our body. Accordingly, in some people, this reservoir seems to be sealed, and the body uses only Qi, which it consumes with food. And this reserve of Jing, as it turns out, he has an inviolable reserve. That is, it is not wasted at all. As a result, there is a potential in you that is in a dormant state. Therefore, it is very important to stimulate this potential so that it is spent in a timely manner. But there is another story. When one or more of the 12 main channels are clogged and do not work well, one or another organ suffers, respectively. The digestive process is difficult, you do not produce raw materials for hematopoiesis in the proper amount, and there is not enough energy. And in order for the body to survive, it prematurely begins to scoop out this inviolable reserve, which is called Jing, or formerly generic energy. And that is, it turns out that a person does not live up to his 120, yes, and in neither case. Therefore, in order to balance everything, so that we feel great, and so that we have a harmonious work in the body of both Jing and Qi, and in order for them to be spent and consumed and Qi replenished, so that it all works harmoniously, we are now activating the generic energy first. This will be our sixth exercise. In general, Jing is located in the kidneys, adrenal glands, and it is responsible for the genitourinary system first of all, and for our reproductive abilities. In addition, on the back side of our legs, we have a very important channel, the bladder canal. All toxins leave our body through this channel. Well, imagine, people live in a big house, there is a sewer. And if the sewer pipe is clogged, all residents of all apartments on different floors can suffer from this. Also, all our organs suffer if that dirt, those toxins, those products of cellular metabolism that come out and should leave the body, first of all through the ureter. If they do not come out in a timely manner, then our body is polluted. As a result, there is such an environment favorable for the development of diseases. Diseases don't come by themselves. We have already talked about this. We need to create conditions for them. They are very capricious. You see, until you create conditions, they will not come. If we don't give them chances, they won't come. What does it mean not to create conditions for them? This means adjusting the power supply system. Take care of your body, and then there will be no such conditions for the disease. And then, people have the opportunity to live longer and live painlessly, like many Qigong practitioners from time immemorial. Previously, it was just called differently, Daoian, and there were other names, and people lived for a long time and did not get sick. People practicing this system, we are adopting exactly this. So, in order to awaken the Jing, first of all the generic energy, and also to stimulate the channel of the bladder, first of all, we perform the following exercise. On the one hand, it is very simple, but it needs to be done very carefully, because there are subtleties that give just a healing effect. So we ended up here with you. We lower the chin on the chest, sit down. The hands slide along the side surfaces of the thighs. Here, we additionally stroke the gallbladder channel, which runs along the legs from the outside. Then we circle here. Look, under the knees we circle with our palms, like this. Stroking is like that. And here it turns out that we additionally stimulate the stomach channel and the spleen canal. Slowly straightening up, our back has rounded, we slowly straighten up, our palms slide along the inner surfaces of our thighs. Here, we also have 3 channels of the kidneys, liver, and spleen. We lift it up, here at chest level, just above the solar plexus. We unfold our palms, that is, we work out an additional liver channel. We unfold the palms here in this way, and draw from the lower ribs. We lead along the lower ribs, we stimulate. Kidneys, we lead to the area called the Min-Men, and is located between the 2nd and 3rd vertebrae. The Min-Men zone is the gateway to life. Then we pass along the buttocks. Then we stretch out our arms in an elongated position, tightly fitting the palms of our hands to the back of the legs. In this way, we stimulate and guide the bladder along the ditch. We go out like this, pull out the chin. It is not necessary to bend too deeply. Our task is to work out exactly this zone. It is the most problematic. From the buttock to the popliteal fold, including this moment. Why is this area problematic? Because we most often sit, and in this position, the movement of energy is blocked. We stretch out here, pass through the bladder canal. Here, in the same way, these points pass through Tanzhong, which are under the knee bend. Here we lower the chin again to the chest. We perform the same maneuver. And going down, we exhale. Grouping, rising up, we take a breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. So 6 times. Let's try it together, calmly. The movement is simple, not complicated, but very effective. We perform it with pleasure. In general, our kidneys are responsible for the feeling of pleasure or happiness, according to traditional Chinese medicine. Try to feel even happier. Just stroking the kidneys, folding up. We round off the back. The posterior median canal, the bladder canal opens, working from different points. And again. 1 time. 2. And rising up, we stop our hands at the level of the solar plexus. That's it. Raised, and they froze. Shoulders are not lifted. Shoulders are relaxed. 6 times. And as I said, the 6th exercise is very related to the 7th exercise, because the 7th exercise is an exercise on the so-called tufu. I'm going to show it to you now, and we'll sort it out. Tufu is a belly massage. There are many types of tufu, and here we will use two different types of breathing. First of all, we sat down again, moved shoulder-width apart. We remain standing in this position, knees slightly bent. And here, we use direct breathing. On the inhale, we inflate the stomach. The palms fall down towards the pubic bone. Next, exhale, draw in the stomach. The hands turn around and describe such a semicircle, and again close on the same zone near the solar plexus. We inflate the stomach, up, exhale, pull the stomach into ourselves. Inhale. Exhale. In addition to the fact that when we breathe with our stomach, there is a mechanical massage of the internal organs. Here we also connect visualization and our internal energy. From the points of Gong, we direct heat and everything that falls into the impact zone. All our internal organs are additionally enriched with qi and purified, washed with qi. Let's try it. This is done 6 times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Smoothly passes into exhalation. Exhalation smoothly turns into inhalation. Next, finished. And now in the opposite direction. Look, we lower our palms down again. And now we are already from here. From the pubic bone, we will raise our palms up along the central line. At the same time, here we will use exactly reverse breathing. What does the opposite mean? Let me remind you. When we inhale, we pull in the stomach, tighten the perineum, squeezing the anus, the chest expands. Inhale. Also, they unfolded to the solar plexus. Exhaled, lowered on the sides, in a semicircle, and inhaled again. The stomach was pulled in, the perineum was tightened, the anus was compressed, exhaled, the stomach, the perineum, anus relaxed. Inhale. Exhale. Exactly the same. 6 times. And so, when we finished the 6th time, the palms converge here, at the bottom of the lower dantian. Men's left palm is firm below, the right palm is firm above. Women's right palm is firm below, the left palm is firm above. The Gong point is combined with the Qi high point. This sea of energy is translated. This is the entry point to the lower dantian. Left bottom, right top. And here we are already using direct breathing. On the inhale, we inflate the stomach. On the exhale, we pull it into ourselves. Mentally focus on the sensations under the palms. Mentally, we form a fireball under the palms. That is, the energy is collected under the palms. Thus, we have completed and studied 7 exercises. And in fact, this is half of the Vaitsi complex. Then the arms are lowered. After you have taken a few breaths and exhalations, we transfer the weight of the body, put our legs together, and we are ready to move on. Try to repeat all our lessons, friends. Try to repeat yourself more than I give during the lesson, because the lesson has a short plan, but you need to work through these things, try to do it from memory, use the opportunity. Which you have with the video. And now, we will repeat these 2 exercises together freely, with awareness, because Qigong is a conscious practice. So, we activate the ancestral Qi first, then perform Tufu with direct and reverse breathing. Let's go. And now, friends, let's repeat all 7 exercises together, starting with the setup, turning on the inner smile, and all 7 exercises in their entirety. What you and I have already managed to study together with music, taking into account breathing. So friends, we have studied exactly half of the Wheezy complex. Then it will be even more interesting. If you have noticed, we very often use such strokes here. Yes, we stroke ourselves, but there is such an understanding. In fact, this is a very important approach. You need to understand correctly how to treat your body. Someone is trying to spur him on, urge him on, almost kick him. Sometimes in the East, it happens like this. As soon as a donkey is not kicked, as soon as it is not whipped, it does not go. And someone came up to him affectionately, said something in his ear, stroked him on the withers, and the donkey ran. Also, our body, if treated with tenderness, with understanding, with love, it will serve you for a long time, and without any damage, without failures. Therefore, it will be even more interesting further. See the continuation in the next series.
Tell us about your Qigong experience. Share your thoughts and results in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a like if you found it helpful, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing lessons like this one. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time. Health to you and your loved ones.